In this video, we're going to be talking about fasted cardio studies. A brand new review paper just came out in 2018 that looked at all the pros and cons of doing cardio in a fasted state. And then besides looking at this review paper, I'm also going to reference 2 or 3 other studies that talk about fasted cardio. So if you're interested in experimenting with fasted cardio, or if you've been doing it, this is a really good video. I think you're really going to find it interesting. Hello everyone, my name is Mike Cola, and I've been a fitness trainer and gym owner for over 25 years. And if this is your first time here and you really want to improve your fitness, health, and nutrition along with me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I put out videos like this every single week, and I wouldn't want anyone to miss one of the videos. Okay, let's get right to it. Let's talk about fasted cardio. First, we're going to go over this first review paper that just came out. Then I'm going to reference another review paper that came out a couple of years ago in 2016. Then I'm going to talk about 2 other studies that somewhat contradict some of the benefits of fasted cardio. And then make sure you stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to give you my own personal experience with fasted cardio. I've been practicing fasted cardio for over 20 years, and I'll tell you what I really do think about it. Okay, let's talk about this first review paper. Came out in October of 2018. And just what a review paper is pretty much when a researcher or a group of researchers get together and they look at all the other research on this topic. They examine all the studies, they do a lot of research themselves, and they come to a conclusion based on other people's research. Okay, so this review paper looked at pretty much healthy young men who fasted overnight and then did aerobic training. And then some people who fasted overnight, some young men who fasted overnight actually ate something and then they did their cardio. And the big takeaway from this study is that they conclude that you definitely will burn more body fat doing your cardio in a fasted state. So that's the big takeaway. Number 2, they felt that people's blood lipid profiles are improved when they're doing the cardio in a fasted state. And another big point of this review paper is that they concluded that your metabolic profile, within the muscle is going to improve when you do your cardio in a fasted state. And that's a real big thing. For example, if you have any type of, say, glucose intolerant issues, let's say you're insulin resistant, something like that, and you don't want to have a meal. You don't want to spike your insulin before you work out, before you do your aerobics. You don't want to deal with the consequences of that. So if you can do your cardio in a fasted state, you can prevent that and actually increase your metabolic profile. You can become like a better fat burner by doing your cardio in a fasted state. So that's a real big takeaway from this first review paper. Okay, now let's talk about the other review paper. Another review paper came out in 2016 that really much had very similar findings to this first review paper. Actually, they concluded that you will oxidize more body fat, you will burn more body fat when you do your cardio in a fasted state. So these are 2 relatively, a real recent one, 2018, and another recent one, 2016, that really says you will burn more body fat when you do your cardio in a fasted state. Okay, now let's talk about these other 2 studies that somewhat contradict some of the benefits of doing cardio in a fasted state. Okay, one came out in 2011. It's a respiratory exchange ratio study. Okay, what respiratory exchange ratio just means is that you can measure how much oxygen someone's consuming, how much they're giving off, and you can determine how much body fat they're actually burning. So this study looked at people who did their cardio in a fasted state, looked at the respiratory exchange ratio, and then looked at people who did their cardio in a fed state, the respiratory exchange ratio. And what they determined that even though the fasted group was burning a greater percentage of body fat while they were doing their cardio fasted, 12 though and 24 hours down the road, they actually were burning more carbohydrates than the fed group. So that's kind of saying that if you're doing fasted cardio to reduce your body fat, when you look at it at a 24-hour period, there's really no benefit. You might be burning more body fat while you're doing your cardio, but 24 hours down the road, you're going to burn less body fat and more carbohydrates than the fed group. So they conclude that there is no benefit when lowering your body fat to do fasted cardio. Okay, and then another study that came out in 2014 who looked at 20 women who fasted overnight. Okay, first they were put on a calorie restricted diet. 10 of the women did at 60 minutes of fasted cardio, and then 10 of the women had a shake before they did cardio. And then after 4 weeks, both groups actually lost weight, but there really was no difference. Like the fasted cardio group didn't burn any more body fat, didn't lose any more weight than actually the fed group. So they concluded from this study, there's no real benefit to doing fasted cardio if your goal is to lose body fat or lose weight. But there was one little thing with this study that I personally think threw it off, is that the group that was fasted, immediately after their workout, they had a shake. So I think, in my opinion, that kind of throws off some of the benefits of doing fasted cardio. If you're going to eat immediately afterwards, like immediately have a shake right afterwards, I think you're going to lose some of the benefits of the fasted cardio. Okay. So let me tell you like my conclusions, like based on these review papers, and then I'll give you some of my personal experience. I think it depends what your goals are when it comes to doing fasted cardio. Like, for example, if you're doing fasted cardio to, say, improve your metabolic health, like, for example, say you're insulin resistant, like we talked about, say you have like glucose intolerance type issues, I think like long, easy fasted cardio is a great thing to do. It's going to make you a better fat burner. It's going to improve your metabolic profile. It's actually a great thing, in my opinion, to do to improve your health. It's going to give you the metabolic machinery to burn fat better. So that's for sure, in my opinion. So, but if you are doing it to reduce your body fat, it's somewhat contradictory reports based on these review papers and based on the two other studies. You definitely will burn more body fat while you're doing it, but will you burn more body fat on a 24-hour period? Hard to say. But let me give you my own personal experience. I've been doing fasted cardio, for over 20 years. And in my opinion, I definitely think it does help reduce your body fat. And this is the exact protocol I follow. Once every 3-4 days, on like somewhat of an off day, like I would call it, say, an active rest day for me in my workout program, I take a long, easy 2-hour walk in a fasted state. I drink a lot of water before the walk, and I just walk at a somewhat quick, comfortable pace for 2 hours. Okay. And then right after my walk, I don't feed myself. I can go 2-3 hours with no food. And I really think I'm burning a good amount of body fat. I can definitely tell that. I've been doing this for years, and I definitely think I keep my body fat at lower levels doing fasted cardio. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And also, I'd like to know if you've been experimenting with fasted cardio. If you are doing fasted cardio, let me know your experience with fasted cardio. Do you think it helps you lower your body fat? Do you think it helps your metabolic profile? I'd be really interested to know. Okay. And also remember, if you really want to improve your fitness, health, and nutrition along with me, hit that subscribe button. I put out videos like these every single week, and I really wouldn't want you to miss one of the videos. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day.